I'm Paul, and I'm looking for dinosaurs. Dry Island Buffalo Jump Provincial Park. Mile markers. It looks like a huge dog. There's a road to the park in Alberta. There's a road to the park in Alberta. There's a park, there's a park, there's a park in Alberta. There's a rock on the road in the park in Alberta. There's a bone in the rock on the road in the park in Alberta. There's a park, there's a park, there's a park in Alberta. There's a skateboarder on the road in the park next to a rock in Alberta. Good morning. We got woken up by the birds at 3 in the morning, and they wouldn't shut up till about 5:30. So I was supposed to get up at 5:45 so I can get my morning shots, but I just needed to sleep more, so I didn't. So late start to the day probably, but I'm just going to DrumHeller. I hear they have dinosaur bones. This is my camp. I'm in my baby bag. This is my sleeping bag here. Anyway, the plan today is to go to DrumHeller and to find dinosaurs. Oh my gosh. It's telling me it's go time. I'm on the right trail. This is the Bleriot Ferry. It was named after Andrew Bleriot, who homesteaded over there in 1904. Louis Bleriot, the brother of Andre, was the first person to man the English Channel. He's the first guy to fly the English Channel. That's gnarly. So when did they come up with this contraption again? The 20s or 40s?
Oh, this ferries, they were not maybe the 90s.
Yeah.
But the actual first ferry in that province, early 1900s maybe?
1900s?
It's like 1905 or something like that.
Another successful voyage.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you. Hey, it worked! Ah. Oh, Alberta's history is that way. They're going the right way, roughly. They need to make a right. People always ask me what I do when I get to a hill. How do I get up it? I'm gonna show you. At a 17% grade, this is the steepest paved marked highway in Alberta. They're not allowed to make them this steep anymore. The hill's pretty fast on the way down. We could go faster than 115 kilometers an hour, but they made some changes that make it unsafe to ride nowadays. That was weak. Redo. Wear my hat like this. Keep the sun off my nose. Because I got a big nose. Almost there. It's not that big of a hill. There's absolutely nothing out here. Oh man. Grabbed another bottle from the slough for the duck pond. I forgot to filter it. It's so hot that I see diffraction between me and those bins, and they're only like 90 yards in front of me. Less now. And I'm seeing ripples, screaming hot just because there's nothing to protect us from the sun here. In that regard, it's like being on the ocean. But unlike being on the ocean is that I'm like at least a kilometer above sea level, so there's a good kilometer less atmosphere, and that actually means that you sunburn worse.
All day long on the prairies I ride, not even a dog to trot by my side. My fires I kindle with chips gathered round, my coffee I boil without being ground. I wash in a pool.
I'm doing a brake check. Put my camera in the bag so I can slide. I hear it's pretty chundery.
All on my back for want of enough cook bread in a pot and sleep on the ground for want of a
Felt like I was getting closer, but still no dinosaurs to be found. I came to DrumHeller because I heard they had lots of dinosaurs, including the world's largest T-Rex. But I couldn't find any. I was giving up hope. I had arrived at the Royal Tyrrell Museum of Palaeontology. Where are the dinosaurs?
The dinosaurs are that way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good time.
This has got to be the best place to find our elusive dino pals. The Royal Tyrrell doubles as a research center and a place where people could come and see dinosaurs in the flesh. It boasts 160,000 catalog fossils, 800 of which are on display for the public, like this recently discovered ceratopsid named Hellboy, or this huge T-Rex with its bones stained black by the minerals found in the rocks it formed in, aptly named Black Beauty. Black Beauty. They also have 5 Guinness World Record holding fossils. The most complete Tyrannosaurid skeleton ever found, Gorgosaurus libratus. That looked uncomfortable. A fossil of the creature with the longest neck ever discovered, a plesiosaur with 76 neck bones named Albertonectes vanderveldi. The largest marine reptile that we've ever discovered, a 21-meter-long ichthyosaur named Shonosaurus sicaniensis. The best preserved ornithomimus or bird mimic dinosaur ever found.
My hair back and forth. And that's how they die. Because they're always
doing that. That's a fact. Little known dinosaur fact. And the biggest reason that I came here, the record holder for best preserved armored dinosaur, the mummified nodosaur, Boreopelta markmitchellii. Named after this guy, after he spent 7,000 hours working to uncover it. So most people know Alberta for oil, but if you think about it, oil is just dinosaur juice. So it makes sense that you would find evidence of dinosaurs in places where you find oil. In March 21st of 2011, Sean Funk was operating a giant excavator about the size of an apartment building when he struck something that felt and looked a little bit odd. And in between scoops, saw the markings from osteoclasts, or skin bones. It turned out to be the best preserved large intact dinosaur specimen we've ever found. This was a new type of dinosaur from the ankylosaur and nodosaur family. Most fossils are flat and boring, but this one is a three-dimensional mummy with its skin and spines still intact. And looking at it gives you a sense of exactly what it looked like moments before it died. Even though it looks like a blackish gray now, we know that this was a rust-colored dinosaur and that it was camouflaged, which means that it was some other bigger dinosaur's lunch.
So if you look at that spike, that top part, there's a little orange circle in there. That's the actual bone, but the whole rest of it is all of the keratin, like what's on a rhino horn. It's one of the only armored dinosaurs with that preserved on it.
Yeah. Those are gastroliths.
Yeah, those are the gastroliths inside of its actual stomach.
Right there.
Yeah.
And those were used to chew the food.
Yep.
They had teeth still though, didn't they, or no?
Yes, yeah, they had teeth, but the teeth was only good for like cutting off the plants, not chewing them up.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're just kind of like little blades, maybe only as big as like our fingernails. So like a whole bunch of little sharp fingernails you can maybe
Sleep, the dinosaurs asleep. Sleep, the dinosaurs asleep. 'Cause they didn't go to bed on time. Old, the dinosaur is old. Old, the dinosaur is old. Upon closer inspection, we came to the realization that the dinosaurs were dead. They were all dead. Dead. They were all dead. Because Noah didn't put them on the ark. Of course. The museum was for dead dinosaurs. I need to cut out the middleman. I need to go to where they actually come from. I'm off to Dinosaur National Park. So I have a bit of an issue with my batteries all being dead, so we gotta do something about that. Beep, beep. So today is this 35 degrees in town here, and it was hotter where I was at the start of the day. Ugh. It's cooled off. It's like 7 o'clock at night, and it's still like 32 degrees Celsius. This is brutal. I just want to wash my face. And there are these little bugs that just won't leave me alone. They just want to drink my sweat. And it's so annoying. And they won't stop buzzing in my ears and flying in my face when I'm trying to eat my food. My first meal of the day, it's 7 o'clock. I mean, I had half a granola bar for breakfast, and then I ate Sour Patch Kids, like a handful of Sour Patch Kids. Just the T-Rex.
There's a place that is dear.
On the side of a grocery store.
Cowboys once rode bronco, darn hard to tame. Straight ahead in the saddle, that's the first rate of daylight. Long to go back to old Alberta Plains. Oh, carry me back.
Thanks really heavy.
Of Alberta. I long to go back to the wild rolling range. On a bright sunny hillside, I sit there dreaming of those good old days on old Alberta Plains.
It's a turtle sore. Little turtle sore. Little turtle sore do.